nothing to get nervous about. It's just an old trunk under there. There's nothing alive in here. Just some things. Probably some old, yeah, a lot of old things that somebody thought a little too much of to throw out in the trash. That's all. Come on over here. Come on. There you are. See what's in there? Some maps. It looks like stiff as parchment. Bunch of old letters. Hey, Cindy, don't you go rummaging around there. That's not our stuff. Bunch of letters. Oh, gentler times those were. Look at that ribbon. Hey, Cindy. Cindy, wait a second. Hey, that's important stuff there.
These ladies have just discovered a new reason to use Noxzema.
I guess I always thought Noxzema was just for washing.
Or teenagers.
But it actually is a good moisturizer.
I sleep with it on.
I just rub it in like any moisturizer. But Noxzema's different. It's a clean moisture.
Greaseless.
I have it on under my makeup right now.
Well, that's a sneaky way to moisturize during the day.
They've discovered tomorrow is the best reason to moisturize with Noxzema tonight.
Hey, look at the date on this, Cindy. It's 1777. Oh, boy, I knew this place was old, but I didn't think it was that old. Hey, let's see what else is in here, huh? Some kind of account book of somebody's. Hey, look at that. Here's an old powder horn. Now, keep your powder dry, Cindy. That's what that's for. There's old fan. What's in there, huh?
Amy, I was
some
teasing
buttons.
when I said you were the cause of their argument.
Nevertheless, I was the cause of their argument.
No, Belle interfering in Dad's affairs was the cause of the argument, and Belle just used you for an excuse.
It's not our stuff, Cindy. We better put it away here on the stairs again. We'll let her have the fun of finding it for herself, huh?
That is just my point, Kevin. Anytime if Belle wants to use me for an excuse, she can. I'd just rather not be there for her to have me to use. Riley, do you have time to give me an opinion?
Oh, sure do. Sure, always time for an opinion.
Let's not drag Riley into this, huh?
Oh, all right. Then come here. Come here. I want to ask you something. Sit down. I want to ask you something. What do you think? Do you think that I should stay with Mr. Kincaid's campaign or not? Huh? Do you need me to expound on the subject a little bit? All right, I'll tell you. What it is I am a troubleshooter. You know what that is? That's somebody who shoots trouble everywhere.
Amy.
Don't you think maybe I should just pack up and leave the campaign, and that way Belle would be happy and I would be happy?
Yeah, and what about the woman's vote?
Oh, come on, Kevin. There are lots of people who could take care of the woman's vote just as well as I could.
Well, I don't see anybody beating down the door, and besides, Dad wants you.
Another thought that's guaranteed to give Belle pleasure.
I'll forget about Belle.
Oh, I might as well just walk through a brick wall. What do you think, darling?
What do I think? No, I ran out of opinions just now. I'm gonna get my hat.
Amy, it is very important to me that you stay with the campaign.
I know it is, Kevin. I wish it weren't.
You're doing a very good job.
Yeah. The good job I'm doing is getting in Belle's hair.
Stop thinking about Belle and just think about the work you're doing.
Kevin, Martha Ann could get somebody who could do the work just as well as I could, probably better.
Leave Martha Ann out of it, too, huh? Dad wants you, and I want you, and that is what matters.
Oh, and what I want doesn't matter at all.
All I am asking you to do is to continue giving your help the way you said you wanted to.
Well, remind me, Kevin, if we're ever in court together, to be on your side.
Does that mean yes?
I guess so.
Good, 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 good.
Well, sure doesn't look like you need my opinion now, huh? So I guess I'll be getting on. Come on, Cindy, let's go. Oh, the boards. and stuff that I took out of here, I took down to the dump mostly. I've got the rest of them outside, and I'll take them down with me now.
Yo, what's under there anyway?
Well, that one was mostly used for storage, I guess. I don't think I used it for much of anything now. I suggest, Amy, you take a look down there, huh? Explore it a little bit.
Okay, I will.
See what you find.
Later.
Well, it's an old house. You never can tell what you might find in an old house, so you look at it as soon as you can, okay? Okay. And as long as you're here to help her, well, it'd be safe for her to poke around, I think.
Thanks.
Okay. See you. Yeah, come on, Mr. McCutcheon. Mr. McCutcheon, yeah. I would have called him that if you weren't a Cindy, you know. Come on, let's go.
You sure
Is that
did a
good
good
day
job
for-
today, Cindy. You're welcome anytime.
I think he gets the idea.
Bye-bye.
Welcome anytime, huh? You always say that to me, even when I'm a little grumpy and a little bossy.
Maybe even wrong? What do you think?
I think we ought to go outside and go for a nice little moonlit walk, before Doug and Joanna get back. It's springtime out there.
All right. Did you notice that Riley sounded a little bit mysterious about what was under here?
Let me give you a hand.
It's pretty dark. I can't see anything. Wait a minute. What's that? Do you see that back there?
Looks like a handle or something.
Can you reach it?
Oh, no, let me try. I don't know. Wait, I got it. It's like a box of some sort.
Hey, look at that. Kevin, can you put that up here?
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord. Be careful. You're going to get filthy.
Yeah, well, what about you?
Well, I'm already filthy. Kevin, look at all this stuff.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, is company coming?
No. Whatever gave you that idea?
Hey, Mom, is it okay if I...
What?
Oh, do I have to get dressed for dinner?
No, you just sit right down.
Is your mother coming?
No.
Who's the company?
No company. Just us.
Your family is among the nicest people in the world, aren't they? So why shouldn't you treat them like company every night? Jell-O has a new dessert that fits right in with that kind of thinking. It's called Soft Swirl, a totally new kind of dessert that's rich and creamy, yet light enough to peak and swirl. And you can serve Soft Swirl 15 minutes after you first think of it. Make any day a little special with new Jell-O Soft Swirl in peach, vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate.
Hey, Mom, thanks for having us.
Hey, Susan. And you always know I get to the paper early. I walked into the news room expecting nobody to be there as usual.
Right.
There was Belle.
All by herself?
Uh-huh. Tapping as if she was in some kind of a race.
What'd she say? I haven't seen her since you bawled her out yesterday.
Well, she said, good morning.
Did she mean it?
No. I checked my ears for frostbite. And then she very pointedly looked at her watch. And, mind you, I was early. And she yawned.
Yeah, as if to say, how can a newspaper be printed with nobody there?
Exactly. So I made my way to my desk, and she had already placed on it a concise report of Dan's trip to Washington. All of it news.
That's a switch.
Uh-huh, exactly. But that was only the beginning. Say, what do you got there anyway? Pudding.
Yeah. Leave it alone.
Ow!
Sorry.
Well, anyway, she continued typing that way all day. She turned out 3 stories, just as if we were paying her by the line, and the rent was due or something. And then she even helped Murdoch down the women's page.
You know, you're probably the first person to bawl her out in years. She had Paul wrapped around her finger, and now she's got Dan.
No. Well, I think that's why she changed more than anything I said.
You mean Dan told her that she should straighten herself out?
The rumor around the typing pool is that they had a fight.
I don't believe it. mad about her.
It seems to me that whenever we've had a fight, everybody in the world knows about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can't keep your hands off me, can you?
Oh, you want a bet?
Yeah?
Yeah, well, get your hands off, because if you don't, you know what you're going to do? You're going to get a frozen peas right over your head.
You don't have the guts.
No, I don't, not anymore.
Time out.
Good.
Telephone.
Give you something to do with your hands.
Hello.
Hey, Frank, it's Kevin. I'm out at the barn.
Well, is everything all right? Amy okay?
Oh, everything's fine. It's just that something really crazy's happened. Amy got this idea from something that Riley said, and we found this old truck. Well, it's not really a truck. It's more like a box.
Kevin, hold on. You're not making any sense.
Is anything wrong?
Look, why don't I put Amy on? It's really her discovery. I don't want to take it away from her. Just a second.
Frank, we found this old trunk full of letters and papers and things.
All right, Amy, I'm with you so far.
Do you remember the article in the Herald a couple of months ago about the historical side of Woodbridge?
Right. Sunday edition. I wrote that myself. Well, you know I'm a nut on American history. Enough of it happened around here.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. You wrote about a General Eldridge, a Revolutionary War hero?
John J. Eldridge, 1737, 1809. What about him?
Well, you wrote he was supposed to live around here, but nobody knew where. Well, I think he lived right here, Frank. I mean, this barn was part of his property. We have found his papers.
Eldridge's papers.
Well, there's a lot of letters and a couple of what look like old diaries.
Amy, now listen to me. Don't you touch anything or move anything. Just stay right there, and we'll be right over.
What do you mean we'll be right over? What's the matter? What's
You
happening?
get your coat. I will turn off the stove. Do you want to go back 200 years? Come on, my love.